Hey everybody, welcome back to Grumpy's Great Outdoors. Today we're doing something very fun, very easy, but also very tasty. We're doing chicken thighs on the Weber kettle using the Vortex. Now you've heard me talk about the Vortex before. Matter of fact, there's a video right here, linked to it, that shows a lot of different devices that I use with the Weber kettle. One of them is the Vortex. It's probably the most popular device for the Weber kettle out there. Now it's great for chicken, which is what I use it for. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it real quick. This is the Vortex right here. It's a dome-shaped device that fits right down in your grill. And you pour charcoal. Now we're using charcoal, we're using lump charcoal, so it's different sizes, different shapes that go into this. It burns faster and a lot hotter, which is what we want for chicken thighs on the Weber kettle. Now, so here's the Vortex, and down in the grill we have our little lighter cube. Now what I'll do is I will take this charcoal chimney, put it in here, light the charcoal, let it burn and get gray and ashed over, and then replace it with the Vortex, and then pour the charcoal down into it that's lit. We'll then put our grate on, and I've only got about 5 or 6 chicken thighs. It's just me, so I'll put those around the grill, on the grate, all the way around, and it'll cook. Now when I put the lid on, the heat in the Vortex comes right in the middle, and it domes over and cooks that chicken all around. Very, very fast, very well, very, very hot, which is perfect, which is what you want when you're cooking chicken thighs like this. You get that crispy skin that way. We hope. That's what we're supposed to do. So next, I'll go ahead and bring the chicken and get it going. We'll get this charcoal lit. Matter of fact, we'll just do that now while we're standing here. We'll go ahead and get this lit. So you can see how we light this. We just put the... Now I've got the damper open completely on the bottom, fully open. We'll let this charcoal get going. It'll take probably 15-20 minutes for this charcoal to get all the way ashed over and ready to go to put into the Vortex. So now we'll show you how we're going to get the chicken going, how we're going to trim it up, and how we're going to season it next. All right, let's get our chicken thighs open here. So I've only got a handful. If we get them all here at the same time. Look at the skin. There's quite a bit of skin on chicken thighs typically, and that's fine. I want some, but I don't want too much. That's where it gets in the way. I'll cut some of the excess off. A lot of people leave it on, but I want to cut some of this excess off just because sometimes it gets to be too much. It's ready. I don't take much of the fat off, guys. The skin I might, but the fat I like leaving on there because I get a lot of juice from the fat, and it's a lot of flavor, of course. So flavor is always good, right? Oops. Now this isn't competition chicken, obviously, guys. I'm just doing this for a backyard for my liking. So we're not doing anything about really getting them real neat and all that. We're just going to cut some of this excess stuff off and get them trimmed up here and seasoned up, just for me to be able to eat them myself. I'm not really doing this for anybody else but myself. So now we'll get these scraps out of the way. Bring it here and we'll season these up. So we have 6 chicken thighs here, and I want to use what's called clucker dust on these by Suckle Busters. I'll show you the label there now. It's called clucker dust by Suckle Busters. Now I'm going to leave you a link to this, and Amazon link to this in the description below. I love this stuff. You see me use it. If you watch other videos, you see me use it. I think it's a fantastic chicken rub. Now, I mean, it doesn't take much, and so it comes out pretty easily. Got a great flavor. I mean, it's not spicy at all. It's got a good, I don't know, it's a poultry flavor or something about it. It's very good. So there we go. Once we get our charcoal's about ready, once it does, we'll pour it in the Vortex and we'll put our chicken on. We'll be ready to go. Okay folks, we are ready now to pour our charcoal into the Vortex. I'm gonna put these gloves on because it's obviously extremely hot. So we've got our charcoal flames coming through, you can see right there. Ashes, we're gonna put our Vortex in there. Let's pour these right into it. There we go. And we're gonna put our grate on. And now we're going to get our gloves on and we're going to lay the chicken on the grill around the Vortex. Lay these just around the edges of the Vortex. I've got some apple wood here. I'll put a big chunk of apple wood right there. That won't really catch on fire necessarily, but it'll give a good smoke flavor of apple that I like to use on chicken. So we'll get our dome on, close this down just a little bit, about halfway, and let it go from there. So we will be back when we go to check out these about every 15 minutes. I may turn the lid. The reason why is airflow comes up through there. The smoke will come through this damper, and I want to move that around so each chicken gets a little bit of smoke on it. So. But we'll be back in about 15 minutes once it gets going. We're actually moving up pretty quick right now. We're already to 250 degrees. So it's going to get it close to 350, 400 pretty quickly here. And we'll close our damper down as needed. So, as you can see, guys, it's actually get up to close to 400 degrees already. I just put the lid on, moved the camera over here to the side where you can see the thermometer. And actually, it's actually going up. It's about 400 degrees almost. So I never told you our internal temperature goal is about 180 to 185, 175 probably, because we can pull it off then and actually let the carryover cooking take it to 180, 185. Now, the FDA says they want the temperature to be at least 165 on chicken, especially in pieces. A whole chicken they want 185, but we like to do as close to 185 all the way around as most people do with chicken. As long as it's good and juicy, we're fine. So if we go 175 and pull it off then, it'll carry over to 180, 185. We'll be happy with that. We're going to let it go here at 400 degrees. We got the damper half closed down below and the damper on the lid half closed. It's about 400 degrees. We're going to let it ride. A little bit of a breeze, which may get that temperature up a little bit more, but we'll watch it close and see what we can do. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. All right, folks, let's take a quick look and see where we're at here temperature-wise. It's been about 35, 40 minutes. I thought we'd take a quick look and see. We got a ways to go yet. We're still at 140 there. It's hot. 140, 135, mid 130s, so we're all right. We're great. Actually, I thought we were a little further along than that. I don't want it to be any further along than that. 130s, that's great. We're cool. We're in good shape, guys. We got another 30 minutes to go, and that's fantastic. Let that smoke flavor from the apple block really do its job in there. That's what we're banking on. Another 30 minutes, and we'll be ready to go. Hey guys, as we get closer to being done, I want to show you a couple things. We got about 15 minutes left before this chicken's done, so I want to show you a couple things I'm going to be using. One of which is this duck fat. I like duck fat to spray on top of the chicken thighs as it get closer to being done. It helps crisp the skin up quite a bit, so I love doing that. And then secondly is some honey peach glaze finishing sauce from Suckle Busters as well. This stuff is really good. I used it on the thighs I did for my wife's function a couple weeks ago. Loved it. The feedback was fantastic. I also loved it myself. So we're going to try a little bit of this on one of the thighs, and I want you to know what we're doing. I've got it here in a bowl, and I'll just use this little brush here to brush it onto the thigh. So we get closer to doing that, you'll see me doing that, and that's what I'm doing. Okay guys, we'll check these and see how they're doing right at 350. We'll see how they're doing internal here. It's been about almost an hour now. That's at 170, I'm good with that. 176, 186, which is fine. 178, so we're good here guys on these. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these with my duck fat. 175, and then do one with the peach glaze. So let's just do we're gonna do a quick little dash of this, not much. Let's get this over a little bit, and this will help to get a little flame down there. Now we're gonna take our glaze and glaze on top of that. I know we're gonna see what happens. Just bear with me. We'll see what happens, guys. This is kind of an experiment to put the glaze on after I spray it with fat. With that fat, we're gonna put the lid back on for about 10 more minutes, and that fat should crisp up really well. We're gonna open all the vents up all the way, get some real good heat going on in here. Let's see if we can't get it to really crisp up. We'll open the vent all the way up. Bear with me as I cut in front of the camera to do so. Now we'll see what we do. We'll get that vent going, or get that heat going, get it up quite a bit, and try to crisp our skin up. The skin felt okay. It wasn't as crispy as I wanted it to be, but hopefully this heat will do that. And I'll bring you back as soon as we get them off and show you how they look and how they taste. I'll talk to you about it then. See. All right, folks, chicken thighs are done. Got them pulled off the grill and they're resting. Just pulled them off a second ago. But I want to show you something else that's really impressive, and that's this temperature in this grill. I want to zoom in on this thermometer. And this is an hour, a little over an hour after we've been cooking. That charcoal is still over 400 degrees in that Vortex. This Vortex is fantastic. Look down in there, see it definitely is grayed over, still burning though, and that wood block has been smoking. The Vortex is the beef, guys. I'm telling you what, if you don't have one of these, you need to get yourself one. I've got a link in the bottom and down in the description for one of these if you don't have one. They actually sell them at Walmart too. This is on Amazon, but you can get them about anywhere anymore. But by all means, get you one of these, man. They are fantastic and really easy to use and make a world of difference in your cook. So we'll be back in a minute. As soon as our chicken gets a little cooled down and rests a little bit, we want it to rest some before we start eating on it, obviously. All right, folks, we're back. We're going to go ahead and try the chicken thighs that we used the glaze on, as well as just the regular with the Suckle Busters Clucker Dust on them all, and the one we used with the glaze. So I do want to take a quick second here and thank everybody for those of you who have been supporting our channel, with the subscribers, and those who have been commenting and liking our videos. We really appreciate that. And if you have not subscribed, we would greatly appreciate it if you would just hit that subscribe button. It's not hard. I promise it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. If you would do that, we'd really appreciate that and get our channel going. The more we have, obviously the more we can do with the channel. So thank you for those who have done it, and I appreciate those who are thinking about it and those who are going to go ahead and do it. We appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. So let's go ahead and get a chance. I'll try one of these. Give one of these a chance and see how they taste. This is the one I want to try. Man, it's dripping juice. It looks fantastic. I'm anxious for it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can hear it or not. You probably can't hear that, but it's very crunchy. Hopefully you can hear that a little bit. See how crispy it is, and we'll take a bite of it here. It may be too hot. If I spit it out, bear with me. It may be too hot. I've given about 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes here. Just see how it goes. That is very good. The skin wasn't quite bite through, as you could tell, but the flavor of that skin was fantastic, and the chicken as well. I think I just pulled too much with my mouth, but it was very, very good. Very, very good chicken. Man, that flavor, that Suckle Buster, guys, is just so good. It adds a whole, just a flavor I can't describe. It's very, very good. We'll take a bite of the one with the glaze on it, see how it does. Dripping too. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. I like that glaze. Well, guys, I do appreciate you watching today's video. Like I said, thanks to those who subscribed and those who might subscribe. We really appreciate you. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hope this got something out of this and was a benefit to you in some way. And I'm not sure what we're going to do next. I'll tell you what, we're going to do something pretty big, though. We do have some great ideas coming up in the very near future. So go ahead and subscribe so you'll get notified when those come out. We got some really cool videos coming up. So, and until next time, guys, I'll meet you at the smoker.